getting there is no quick now. Yeah. Santos, very good takedown defense and some serious knockout power. And you can see just by looking at him, heavily muscled down there.
Santos, a black belt in Muay Thai in Rio de Janeiro. I'm seeing more and more Muay Thai coaches and gyms and schools going to the belt system, and the black belt earned by Santos, throwing some heavy kicks.
Yeah, it's not really a traditional Thai way of doing it, but a lot of people have sort of adopted the belt systems that we have in jiu-jitsu and karate and other martial arts and applied that to Muay Thai. It's kind of controversial. Oh,
Got hit again with the left jump.
With the lift, and Musasi's all over him now.
Musasi with some big uppercuts. Santos is in trouble.
He's in big trouble. And now Musasi has a hook. Trying to get his back, see if he gets him down. He's got him down. Good control.
That's what I was talking about earlier, though. Punches and bunches, and now a great position.
Santos turning into him, and he'll wind up in half guard here. Musasi still really wants to keep that back control. It doesn't quite have it here. He's more on his back now. But you see how Santos is keeping his right shoulder up against the cage?
Yeah.
He's doing that to make sure that Musasi doesn't get behind him and sink that second hook in. And now he's pressing his body up against the cage and he's going to try to walk up. But the whole time he wants to do that, he wants to keep that body pressed to the cage to make sure Musasi doesn't get behind him. Now he's using his left arm to stop it as well. But he just ate a nice knee to the body by Musasi.
A couple of big uppercuts by Musasi. And now he's trying to get a great position again, side control.
It's kind of controversial. This is what Santos turning into, and wind up will be here. His ground game is very high level, strong wrestling, great control, and nasty submissions as well.
Back in Berlin, he submitted Mark Munoz by rear naked choke. Earned himself a performance of the night bonus. Did that in the first round.
He's going to need a belly here on Santos. And just demonstrating excellent control here in this position. And there he slides it right in, but now got trapped in the center. He got caught in half guard. He wants to get that left leg out. So he's going to try to soften him up here with some shots. But Santos is trying to do that. Now he's trying to do his own wrestling. Almost caught that leg in the transition and picked up half guard.
Santos was rocked, able to survive the early onslaught, trying to fight off these bad positions for another 50 seconds here in the first.
But Santos did an excellent job there, again, stopping that progression. He's trying to pass that half guard and move into full mount. And now Santos is actually in an even better spot. He's in full guard, closed up. This makes it much more difficult for Musasi to get off good strikes in this position.
And he's up.
Oh, he nailed him. Oh, that's it. That's it.
Hit is all over.
Wow.
Gegard Mousasi. Santos on his way up. He knocked him back down, and the fight is over.
Beautiful timing there by Musasi. Nasty control on the ground, and then in that transition, beautiful timing with that shot. This is a big step up in competition for Santos, a dangerous fight for Musasi, but really paid off. Let's take a look at it again here. On the transition, as he's coming up, boom! Caught him with an uppercut and a left hook afterwards, and that is enough for Marc Goddard. Steps in and rescues Santos from any further beatings.
Thiago Santos fought off bad positions on the ground, started to get up and get back into a stand-up battle, which is what he wanted to do. Not fight on the ground, and Gegard Mousasi with perfect timing in
this much position. Beautiful. Yeah.
To make it official, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Marc Goddard has called stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 32 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Gegard Mousasi.
Gegard Mousasi, another knockout finish. His 32nd pro finish. Here's Joe.
I'm here with the winner, Gegard Mousasi. First of all, Gegard, congratulations on a fantastic performance. This was a very dangerous fight, and a fight that I think kind of got lost in a sea of amazing fights tonight, but you really put on a spectacular performance.
Well, I believe he's a guy who can beat top 10 guys, so he doesn't have a well-recognizable name, but he's dangerous.
I agree with you as well. Let's take a look at your victory here. You got him to the ground and has the top position, but once in the transition between him trying to get back up, that's when you caught him clean and were able to put him away. But you had hurt him several times in that first round.
Well, I believe I have one of the best stand-up in the middleweight. So, and obviously I felt I was better with wrestling and jiu-jitsu. So I was able to fight him anywhere the fight would go.
Well, congratulations on an excellent victory over a very, very good opponent. We look forward to seeing you soon. Gegard Mousasi, ladies and gentlemen.
So as I mentioned earlier, 32nd finish. 32 of his 39 wins finishes. 29 career finish in the first round. 22nd career win by knockout. Gegard Mousasi. All right, Joe, we have one more matchup here live on UFC Fight Pass. And what a matchup it is. I mean, I can't believe these two men are finally going to meet. They're going to do so here on this historic night at UFC 200. The bonus king, Joe Lauzon, and the original Ultimate Fighter, that man, Diego Sanchez.
Yeah, and Diego Sanchez, if you've never seen him before, he is ferocious. I mean, he's one of my favorite all-time fighters just because he's so aggressive, so game, and very, very skillful as well. And this is a big fight for both these guys. Look, this is the third fight in a night that could have easily been a headliner of a fight night. I mean, either one of those three fights that we're seeing so far on Fight Pass has been a headliner fight. Unbelievably stacked card. But if you had to pick one fight where you said, well, guaranteed you're going to see some fireworks, this might be the one. Joe Lauzon is intelligent, aggressive, a really fun guy to watch, very skillful, very explosive, takes wild chances, and you couldn't ask for two guys that are going to get after it more than these two.
Joe Lauzon, 13 career bonuses in his UFC career. So that fight, 10 minutes away. Joe Lauzon and Diego the Nightmare Sanchez. What a start. A couple of great finishes here on this monumental day of UFC 200.
Diego Sanchez, very skillful at fight. He's intelligent too.
So we see a great matchup with Diego Sanchez, the former contender, top contender at lightweight. And how about the battle later on pay-per-view? Two champions colliding for an interim belt.
In early 2013, Aldo had cleaned out the division, and a fight for the ages was imminent. Frankie Edgar, who was at one point the best 155-pounder on the planet, would come down and challenge Aldo for the UFC featherweight belt.
Quando o Frank resolveu descer, ele viu uma forma de vencer o campeão da categoria de cima e mostrar que ele realmente era melhor do que o campeão da categoria de 70 quilos.
Diego Sanchez,
fight, the best 45-pounder that there's ever been in the UFC. It was definitely a lot of pressure. Obviously the title was on the line, history was on the line. I put a lot of pressure on myself all the time, but even more so then.
His timing is excellent.
Frankie is a true challenge. Oh, that was nasty.
Over the course of the next 25 minutes, these two legends waged an epic war in the octagon.
Oh, my goodness! And this is where Frankie's gas tank really comes into play.
But in the end, only one man would stand victorious and etch his name in the annals of history.
Another bout go to New Jersey. Still, the champion remains unbeaten.
Featherweight champion of the world.
I confess there's a hole in my chest from the things that I did.
But Frankie Edgar is no stranger to adversity in the world of unarmed combat.
Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Clinging to the hopes that one day he would face Aldo for the belt again, Edgar would first have to dispatch a long line of contenders.
But even
Nasty! Goes to New Jersey.
I'm coming for you.
He is in the elite status of pound-for-pound greatness in mixed martial arts. But right now, he has no title. You better buckle up. This is just the beginning. I'm just getting started.
This kid is the real deal. He is the Rocky of the UFC.
His last 5 fights at 145, the UFC has thrown the toughest fighters at him.
Frankie Edgar finishes the legend BJ Penn.
I'd rather do it the hard way. If I want to be the best, I should be able to beat anybody at any time.
Look what he's doing to a guy who came in with 6 straight wins.
Into the hopes of
Twice.